I still believe in fairy tales. You sowed a seed where many failed, every morning waking up the sound of rock and heavy steel. Living a life of habit, giving up trying to grab it and demand that it give me the fullest or let me have it. I was static, but you made me panic when you walked into a room, lifted the gloom, like the veil of a bride by the hands of the groom. I thought it was too soon, but I still believe in fairy tales. You showed my feet a kinder trail, singing down the concrete of this city like a minor scale, mysterious. You said you were a book. And your skin was written in Braille, so to look was not enough. You taught me how to read you, well enough to call your bluffs and see through what we knew was too good to be true, but I still believe in fairy tales. You scoffed at all these maidens frail. You could kill your own dragons. Didn't need a male in a shabby t-shirt with a shining pen. Didn't need admiring men with their dicks sewed into their sleeves who didn't say thank you or please. You told me to hold you, and in my arms you were received with gentleness. You don't believe in fairy tales, in wonderlands, or holy grails. I cannot blame you. None of them can really change what's truly real. But we became explorers of a terrain that was our own. We turned habit into habitation, into home. We roamed through undergrowth where bass lines beat the heart of a city out of sync. We spent some nights collecting our 40 winks at the bar. Some nights we spent charting out our stars. Impossible, so far just optical. But we held strong together now through stormy weather. Now solutions we found and break it down better now. I still believe in fairy tales, though we measure by a different scale. I don't need a happy ending just to feel that it was real. I know I still have time to kill. I need to will myself to fill this on my own. So now that I'm alone, I won't spend endless hours blowing wishes by the phone. I'll just write you a poem. We all write little fairy tales, though sometimes we forget. I know you've got your own, and it isn't over yet.
And while the judges are tabulating their scores, I'd like to give you some background on Benjamin. Ben is one of our youngest landlords. He is currently a student at LaSalle Theatre School. And I've seen him acting and singing before. In fact, you may have seen him acting and singing before, because one of his songs went viral. Benjamin, what was the name of the song you performed in front of which minister? Do you guys remember? Okay. And the scores are we have a 9.3. A 9.2, a 9.3, a 9.2, and a 9.7. Well, now there's only one last little French fry in the Burger King cup. And the name of that French fry is Mark Nair.
So, I've just come back from Daiso. I went there to buy a cheap do-it-yourself poem. Because even the price of poetry has gone up these days. I wanted to try making a poem by myself. You know, the IKEA experience. Instead of getting a professional poet to come and install the words for me. So you would think, right, that even a DIY poem should come with an instruction manual, maybe a cheat sheet for suggested end rhymes, some quick start ideas, or even a sample poem. No. All you get is a blank piece of paper, a pencil, and 4 small cards. I turn them over, and one says theme, identity. Another says tone, happy. One more says poetic device, personification. And the last one is a picture of a sock. Yeah, a sock. So I look in the packet for anything else for the autocomplete button, but this is what $1.99 gets you. So Daiso is prompting me to write about the life of a happy sock. Theme, identity. Who am I? Sock. Where was I born? In a factory in Dhaka, at the hands of 10-year-olds who do not understand what is minimum wage. My color's brighter than the face of the girl who sewed me together. I will travel further than they can ever hope to in their lifetime. Do they have socks of their own? Tone, happy. I start thinking why socks don't often come in black and white. Why bright colors on socks generally make your day walk by faster and better. And remember how socks keep your feet warm, unflustered, and blister free. I never commit the cardinal sin of pairing white sport socks with black work pants. Poetic device, personification. I will give the sock feelings of heroism when it carries out its stoic duty in spite of toenails threatening to punch holes in it, or some desperation when it gets bullied in the washing machine by more elegant socks, or a quiet feeling of triumph when it gets picked over every other sock in the sock drawer to go out on weekends, over every other sock but one, because a happy sock comes in a pair like turtle doves and lovers, and because you can't always DIY your love life, because socks, just like us, were never meant to be alone, and poems, even $1.99 DIY poems, always manage to find the words that bring us together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Benjamin Chow. And oh good grief, I'm sorry. It's not just yes. Oh, finally. Thank you, Mr. Mark Nair. I'm sorry, the two of you look so the same. Okay. And now I'm dropping my names as well. Okay, judges. Do you have a score? We have a 9.2. We have an 8.3. We have an 8.9. We have a 9.5. And we have a 9.1. Hema, have you got that? Okay. So, while Hema tabulates the scores, we are going to have our very special guest poet, Mr. Rafat Hamza. Rafat is the creative director of Chocolate Productions. He's also a director and actor. Last time I saw him, he was acting in a play by my good friend Irfan Kasban. Okay, my voice is really going, so I'm just gonna let Rafat perform his piece.
Good evening, everyone. Yisheng got me quite last minute and asked me to perform some poetry, but I will writing mostly in Malay, so I have not translated this one. So I just hope maybe if you don't understand what it means, that maybe you can enjoy the expression. It's called Sajak Luka in Malay, which means a poem of scar. Sajak Luka. Sajak Luka yang darahnya masih mengalir, yang paruhnya masih tengganga. Saja luka yang hatinya disiak, yang jantungnya dirobek. Ini saja luka yang matanya ditikam, yang pandangnya dikaburkan. Ini saja luka yang tangannya diikat, yang kakinya ditambat.
Ini saja luka yang lidahnya disekat, yang rambutnya disekat. Ini saja luka yang bibirnya tersepit, yang basahnya diipil. Ini saja luka yang pikirnya dirombak, yang rasanya dilali. Ini saja luka. Jujurnya diperdaya, yang ikhlasnya dimama. Ini saja luka yang ramahnya dihela, yang resahnya dipesendai. Ini saja luka yang bodohnya disorak, yang nekanya diteriak. Ini saja luka yang sejarahnya dirubah, yang hartanya ditolak. Ini saja luka yang budayanya digaul, yang ajak dicabul. Ini saja luka yang rohnya diganti, yang jiwanya dibeli. Ini saja luka yang tanahnya dijajah, yang rentaunya dilajak. Ini saja luka yang bapaknya lari, yang ibunya mati. Ini saja luka yang anaknya tak tahu mengeja, yang cucunya tak pasti berkata. Ini saja luka yang selanya dibelah, yang terutnya diserah. Ini saja luka yang buminya terpijak, yang langitnya tak terjunjung. Ini saja luka yang anaknya dibiar, yang anak haramnya dibesar. Ini saja luka yang tamunya dikebong, yang tamunya disokong. Ini saja luka yang istananya ditimbus, yang mahkotanya diumbar. Ini saja luka yang rajanya dicandu, yang kerajaannya beradu. Ini saja luka semangatnya dipadam, yang akannya dicabut. Ini saja luka yang jasanya berdarah, yang jiwanya masih bernanah. Ini saja luka yang lukanya dilukai, yang dilukai terluka. Thank you.
Okay, Rafa, you win lah, you win. Rafa, what is the name of that book? Yang Bilang. Okay, where can people buy it if they want?